Suimai party!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Chefwalks. Last video we were in Japan making ramen. Today we're moving to China and we're making Suimai. We're going to make two different types of Suimai today. One with your traditional types of seasoning and one with a few extras because we like things spicy. Here we have our substantial amount of ground pork that I picked up from Costco and some dumpling wrappers we got from TNT. First thing we're going to have to do is make the filling. We're going to cut this in half. First we're going to make our traditional one so I can transfer it to the smaller bowl. Then we're going to make the spicy version. Alright. So it's about 1.5 kilograms, so that's just over 3 pounds of pork. And this will be the same. For traditional seasoning, we're going to be using about 1 ounce of sesame oil, 2 inches of microplaned ginger, 4 cloves microplaned garlic, 2 Thai chilies chopped, 1 shallot minced, 2 carrots finely diced, 3 to 4 cremini mushrooms finely diced, and 1 bunch of green onions sliced. And now we're gonna mix. I described this as the big bowl, but for this job, even this is kind of a small bowl. Almost forgot our sesame oil. And then we're actually going to add a little bit of salt too, just to season that pork. Dirty hands, so I'm going to use a spoon. There we go. We'll give that one more mix, and then we're gonna move on to a little more aggressive technique. Alright, now to really kind of stiffen this up, we're gonna make a mess. Again, a bigger bowl wouldn't hurt, but while this looks a little bit ridiculous, it's actually going to build up a bit of an elasticity in the meat, which will kind of bind it and keep it together when you steam it. I'm going to be cleaning this up for a while. Alright. So the fact we're making two kind of works out well. I'm going to put this into, not much, but a little bit smaller bowl. Smells like fresh dim sum. It works out well that we're making two kinds because now it gives me time to put this in the fridge. Best case to be in there for an hour, but we're going to kind of go ahead and do it. But I can put there for about 10 minutes while I make the other one. Now we're making version 2. For a less traditional seasoning, we're really using the same seasonings. We're just adding 1 bunch of cilantro chopped and 2 jalapenos finely diced. Now I'm going to put this one in the fridge for as long as it takes me to clean up this mess, and then we're going to start making our dumplings. Okay, we've cleaned up. We have everything in front of us now to make our first batch of dumplings. We have our filling. We have a bit of cornstarch. Doesn't really matter how much, and some water. We're gonna make a slurry to bind the filling to our wrappers. We have a paring knife just to open the wrappers. We have a pastry brush to apply cornstarch slurry, and a couple of spoons just to help us with everything along the way. And this is my emergency tool. You never know when you might need it. Let's do this. I'm gonna be adding just enough water to kind of make like almost like a little bit of a paste with our cornstarch here. We'll go in, we'll start with that. We might need to add a bit more, but it's a good jumping off place. There we go. Now it looks like milk. All right, we got round wrappers just because it's a little bit easier to fold. You can do it with square, but then you have to tuck the edges back down. Usually make a little circle with your hand, put that in the middle, just to make life, whoops, I'm splashing it everywhere. We're gonna brush just a little bit of this down, which is gonna help everything stick to the wrapper when we steam it. That way the edges won't pull away and leave you with just a meatball inside of the wrapper. Oops. Whoa. That guy in there. And then you're really just gonna hopefully pinch the edges. This is where I like this guy. You push down and pinch. Oops. And eventually you're gonna end up with that dumpling shape that everyone kind of, maybe not quite on the first one, but that's not bad. All right, do another one. Again, you don't want much, you just want enough to wet it. And if you kind of push down, it'll naturally kind of form itself into a cup in your hand. And then you can see it's like a ball. And we're just gently kind of caressing it into the shape you want it to be. It's not perfect, but not bad for a big guy. I always like to put the first cup on the corner so it'll hold down your sheet. Not that it's windy in here, but it keeps the parchment paper where you want it. All right, a little more so you can get a nice one. That doesn't really work, but that's a little bit more traditional shape, I guess. Nice little basket. All right, now we're gonna speed through at least the rest of this batch because it's not gonna be that entertaining to watch me make another 50 of these. Well, there's our traditional seasoned filling. They gave us 48 pieces. That's only half of the pork. The total between the pork and everything, it's only about $15, so that's a pretty good deal. Let's move on to the next one. Alas, we're back, and they've been in the fridge. They're nice and firm now. This way they kind of keep their texture a little more. You can roll them around. They don't really, before that would have like mushed them up, but they should be good. Now we're going to set up our steamer baskets. This is if you don't have any basket liners for your steamer baskets. We're going to fold it loosely into a square. There we go. I mean, it's not perfect, but if you forgot to pick them up at the store, it's definitely better than not using a basket liner. And then that's just going to go inside like that. Apparently they're a little bit too big. Alright, before we go and put our hargo in the basket, because they're going to get stuck, we're going to bring our water to a boil. We put just about 1 inch in there. Let's get it going. Alright, so now we're going to get cooking. We're going to do half and half of the spicy and the more authentic, and really compare and see if there's any kind of a difference, but they're both going to be good for sure. First thing we're going to do though, so that nothing sticks to the basket, we're going to give it a little spray with just some non-stick spray oil. Not too much, that was a little bit. Oh, alright. I guess it just kind of foams, it's not as much as I thought it was. Alright, let's load up our baskets with our Suimai. And just so we don't confuse which is which when we shuffle them around as I cook them, because I know I want to switch them so they steam evenly, I'm just going to put one more Thai chili on top. We're definitely not going to be able to eat all this Suimai, so anything that we're not able to eat today, I'm going to be putting into the freezer as they are on these trays so that I can freeze them separately, and then I'll put them into Ziploc bags, and then we're free to enjoy them whenever we feel like it. Alright, let's get these guys cooking. We're going to try it first 8 minutes, but I'm going to do about 4 minutes and then switch them just so that they cook evenly. Well, just to be on the safe side, it's been about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to switch it up just so that they cook evenly. Hopefully I can do this without burning myself. I should probably not do it with bare hands. Woo! Steam's no joke. Actually, even the top ones look like they're cooking pretty well. It's not bad. But let's switch it back. Let's get them back in there though, we're wasting steam. While the Suimai is cooking, we're going to make a quick sauce. Very simple. We're going to use about 4 ounces of soy sauce, about 1 ounce of rice vinegar, 1 ounce of sambal olek, and I don't know, maybe a half a tablespoon of chili powder. You can use a little bit of sugar. We're gonna add a little bit of sugar, probably about maybe the same as the chili. This one takes a bit of stirring to really dissolve all that sugar, but it'll actually thicken it up a little bit, if anything. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Still got a good kick from all the vinegar and chili, but ooh, that'll go nice with the saltiness of the pork though, for sure. Let's get some Suimai. Alright, it's been about 9 minutes now, rotating a couple times along the way. Let's check out how we did. Boom, look at that. Those are definitely done. You can see the fat coming out of the top. They're almost beyond done. Look at those look delicious. The wrappers are still nicely attached and it's well cooked. Alright, first we'll try our authentic flavor, just so that we're not, oh, it's got some liquid inside. But the wrapper is nicely attached. It's definitely on there, it's not coming out. That's good. We're gonna try without the sauce first, see? That's good. A little bit salty, you can definitely taste the sesame. The wrapper's nice. Pork's still just a little bit pink, but lots of veggies and stuff in there. It's good. That's awesome. Now we'll try with the sauce. That's even better. The salty, the chili, that's great. Now let's try your spicy version. They all seem to have a little bit of liquid inside. I'm not sure what that's about, but this wrapper is attached nicely as well. Alright, let's try it. No sauce. Somehow less salty, but it's got a nice spice. That's good. And last but not least, with the sauce. That's good. It makes up for it with the saltiness in the sauce, and then that spice all together. That's definitely my cup of tea. Thanks for checking in. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, because we're going to hopefully keep on making them.